Hello, beautiful soul. My name's Chelsea. I'm an intuitive wellness coach. And today I'm answering a question from an Instagram poll. And the question is how to stop caring so much about the external world, the things going on collectively. And I wanted to address this mostly from a curiosity standpoint because I wasn't really quite sure what that answer was right off the bat, other than the easy answer of just turning the news off, different things like that, just focusing on self. But I knew this question went deeper than that. And what it came down to is, yes, focusing on self. So the reasons why we flip back into looking at what kind of crazy things are going on external to us is because there's a shift in the focus from the internal for a reason. And often it can be a trigger or a fear of going deeper. So one level deeper into the self. And at that point, we kind of subconsciously look at the two options. Well, I could go deeper, or I could flip back and look at the external. And so this option of the external becomes the easier option rather than going that level deeper, because there's often a pain or a process there that we need to go deeper. And it's not like we haven't done that before, but we're just at that point where we're just scratching the surface of it, and we go into a little bit of avoidant behavior, but it's from a protection mechanism of, we don't know what's under those layers. So this seems like the safer option. So having compassion for yourself, flipping into that externalization is important. And then I was asking, okay, what is the main strategy around this? And what the answer is basically to ask, what is the next step? So whether you call it universe, God, divine, source, whatever, what is the next right action for me? What is the next best step? What is it you'll have me do? And that just sort of focuses the energy back on the self, but also it takes into, like energetically how I see it is, it takes into account what is happening over here, but it draws the energy into a focus of taking action and moving forward instead of getting consumed in it and just kind of getting stuck like a whirlpool. And we don't want that kind of whirlpool-y thing, especially when it's in the externalization and that collective external narrative of whatever it is. So we want to acknowledge that it's there, but then ask, what is the next right action for me? What is the next best step? What will you have me do to be in service to myself and others? Thank you, God, universe, divine. Asking it like that, whether it's before bed, in the morning, multiple times a day, multiple days in a row, if you need to get the answer, the feeling, the sense of, oh, okay, I should focus on this, or now I'm suddenly inspired to do this, or, oh, this book popped up randomly when I was searching something else. I feel called to read that. Whatever it is that the message comes through, remember, one of my biggest tips for intuition is to be curious and open and to not put expectations on it. So you ask the question and then you let it go. You ask the question and allow the answer to flow back to you to do the next step. So I think there's something else related to community. So, okay, so in terms of community, a couple things. So one is the community that you're kind of hooked into. So we talked about the external kind of collective over here and trying not to focus on that. So one way is to assess where you're hooked in possibly with communities. Let's say you're part of, a girls group, and the content is always around that kind of stuff. So assessing if there's any hooks or tie-ins with that. And then do you want to be engaged at that same level? Is it time for a shift? Just assessing, and again, you can go back to that question. What is the next right action step? What will you have me do next for my highest self and for serving others? And then see what comes up. And then the second part of community is finding a community of people who, whether that be one person or many, of people who are aligned with where you're going, aligned with where you want to focus your energy on the creation, on the manifestation of things, on the not the blind optimism or positivity, but the realness, the truthness, the rawness of these human lives and these soul lives in human bodies, and how you want that to look, rather than allowing yourself to be kind of caught up in what this is. Really putting some focused energy on what it is you want to create and bringing those people into your space. I think, I can't remember the quote, but it said that you're the sum of the 10 people you spend the time with the most, or something. And that just speaks to the energetics of things, because if you're spending a lot of time with people who are in this, then you're automatically going to be pulled in that direction and using more energy to shift that. If you align yourself with people who are aligned where you want to go, it just adds to the alignment of where you want to take things. So I hope that helps. Let me know if that resonated for you, or if you have any spin-off questions to that. I'd love to answer them either below in this video or on Instagram. My DMs are always open for those types of questions. And if you wanted to work together to figure out specific action steps for you on this topic or any other, please visit my website, joyfulbodymethod.com, or see me on Instagram at joyfulbodymethod. And I'm happy to have a chat with you to see what would best suit your needs. Until next time, be well, take care. I'll see you in the next video.